Are you lacking working capital right now to scale or start a business? Did you know that if you're a new business or a pre-existing business that you can get 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, 30,000 in lines of credit at 0% interest to actually start or scale your business? And I'm going to show you the same exact strategies I've been helping my students get 10,000, 15,000, 30,000, even $100,000 in funding. So you already know what time it is. Let's get right into it. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to build your business credit the slow way. I'm also going to show you how to be building business credit the fast way. And I'm also going to show you how you can get 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, 30,000, or even up to $100,000 in business funding at 0% interest. But before I give you the game, I need you to hit the like button, smash it one time for me. We've been taught the wrong information. We've been told to create an LLC, but before we create an LLC, we have to do pre-existing things. First thing we have to do is actually do a name search with the Secretary of State to see if our name is available. Then after we see if our name is available, what we want to do now is to see if our name is actually trademarked. But before we see if our name is trademarked, we want to make sure we're not actually a high-risk business, because we've been told to get credit repair, trucking in our name, and all these different things that are high risk. But what you want to do is make sure your name is general, that nobody knows what you're doing. So just use your last name, enterprise or consultant, or just something along those lines. If you're doing marketing, that's good, right? Because you don't want to be a high risk business. So just get your name general, as if nobody knows what you're doing. Don't add trucking, don't add credit repair, don't add no high risk business. You can look it up. But now that you know that what kind of name you need to have, now you actually do a name search, see if your actual name is trademarked. Then after that, what you want to do is secure a domain. Once you secure a domain, which is a Google or a .com or .net or .org, after you secure that domain, what you want to do now is get a 1-800 number. After you get a 1-800 number, now what you want to do is get a business address, right? A virtual business address. Don't use your home address. Everybody's been telling you what you want to do is look good on paper when it comes to actually creating a business, because when you're trying to get funding, you don't want no hiccups. After you get your business address, now what you want to do is list your number. Now what you want to do is actually create the LLC, because now you have your business address, you have your business name, you have your 1-800 number. Also, you want to secure a not a Gmail account, a Gmail email, right? You want to have your name at whateverbusiness.com, .net, or .org. After you create that, now what you want to do is secure your LLC. Now, after you secure your LLC, now you want to do is create an EIN number, because now you have everything you need. Because what you don't want to do is have your home address on the LLC. You want to be separate. So now that you have your LLC, now you have your EIN number. Now what you want to do is actually go open up a business account. After you open up a business account, what you want to do is now list yourself in a 411, right? After you list yourself in a 411, now what you want to do is create a Dun and Bradstreet's number, right? You want to go ahead and get your Dun & Bradstreet's number. Once you get your Dun & Bradstreet's number, now what you want to do is actually start vendor accounts, right? You want to start with Quill, you want to start with Uline, you want to start with Credit Strong. Now you have 3 vendor accounts. Now that you got your vendor 1 account, you got your Uline, you got your Granger, you got your Credit Strong. Now what you want to do is go to tier 2. What you want to do now is go to Home Depot, Amazon, Lowe's. You want to get those vendor accounts, right? And vendor accounts are net 30. And net 30 means that you're going to pay them back within 30 days. Because it's kind of a little bit different on the business side versus the personal side. The personal side, on the personal side, you remember credit is based off of 5 different factors, right? So personal credit is based off of payment history, utilization, mix of accounts, average age, new accounts, hard acquires, right? But with the business side, it's basically based off of paying back on time. So what you want to do is make sure you always pay on time and pay before the actual invoice date, because you don't want to be as a business that don't know how to pay back on time. They don't care about utilization. That's the good thing about business credit. They don't care about utilization. They know that you're going to max out your business funding. So what they expect is that you are an on-time payer and that you pay everything on time. So after you get your vendor 2 accounts, your vendor 1 accounts, vendor 2, you just want to keep on moving up. Every time you're moving up to the different vendors or different tiers, now you're able to get more lines of credit. And the more lines of credit that you have on your business, the better. Once everything is complete with building out your actual complete business, now you're gonna be able to access lines of different funding, because what you need to do is actually start business, right? You need to actually start taking payments, because there are different ways you can actually get business funding versus there's different ways you can get business funding, right? What I mean by that is based off of income coming in, you can actually get funding as well. But that's the slow way, right? That's the slow way to do business. Now I'm gonna talk about the fast way to do business. So now that I talked about the slow way of building business credit, I'm gonna talk about the fast way of building business credit. And the fastest way to build business credit is leverage your personal credit, right? Use your personal credit as a cosign, because you can get a lot of funding based off of leverage your personal credit. And what you need to make sure you have your personal credit above a 680. A 680 is average. The higher your credit score, the better. What you want to do is make sure you completely build out your personal credit, because once it's time to go get business funded, it's much easier for you can get approved for these business lines of credit. So make sure your personal credit is at least a 640 or higher. I said 680, but that's just average. Make sure you try to get up to a 740. If you have it at 680, it's probably because you have high utilization. If you have high utilization, make sure you pay down your debt, because what you want to do is have a higher credit score so you can go get approved for these 0% interest credit cards. So I'm gonna talk about the places that you need to go to get these 0% interest credit cards. I'm gonna show you how to actually stack it, right? So you can get like $100,000 in funding by just using 4 or 5 different banks. So first thing you want to do is make sure your credit profile is built out completely and is strong enough. Make sure you already have lines of credit already on your personal credit. Now that you already have lines of credit on your personal credit, what you want to do is now is go to business funding, right? You have your LLC, you have everything. So what you want to do first is go to Chase. Chase, you want to get the Chase Inc. card. You want to get the Chase Inc. card, and also what you want to do is go to, after you go to Chase Inc., there's not 0% interest, but what you want to do is they have good reward points. Because they have good reward points, you can leverage those reward points and cash them out. But after you get the Chase Inc. card, what you want to do is go to a Bank of America and then get the 0% interest credit card they have there. Also, you want to go to Amex and get their 0% interest credit card. That's 3 places that you can go ahead and get funding from. You can get 15, 20,000, 25,000, right? Let's say you got 25,000 from Chase. You got $25,000 from Bank of America. That's 50,000, and that's just using Experian. After you use Experian, right? That's just using Experian. They're doing an Experian pool. Next, what you want to do is go to, you want to use your TransUnion pools, right? So what you want to do is do Navy Federal. Navy Federal, you want to open up a business account with them and get a line of credit between 20 and 25,000. Say you got 25,000 there. That's 75,000 in funding based off of just leveraging your personal credit. After you go to Navy Federal, now what you want to do is also leverage other banks that pull TransUnion, right? So go to Regions. Regions is going to give you a 0% interest credit card. The Platinum has 0% interest. What you want to do is get a Regions business credit card, and that's another 25,000, right? That's 100K in funding just right there. There are multiple banks you can also go to. I just named out a few right there. But after you go ahead and secure these lines of credit, what you want to do is leverage these lines of credit to actually scale your business or start a new business. And what you want to do is start a new business. You want to go ahead and invest. Make sure you do your research. Invest into an Amazon store, a Walmart store, or an e-commerce store, or use that money to actually get cash cards, put on Toro, put on a car rental place. There are different ways you can actually start making money. But now that you have this funding, there are multiple ways. If you need help getting funding, if you need help and you don't want to do this do all the work, you can click the link in the description. I can help you get funded. Me and my team, we have a funding team to actually help you get funded. So thank you for watching this video. I appreciate your time, and I hope this helps you out from actually going from $0 to $100,000 in business funding at 0% interest. Thank you again, and I'll see you in the next one.